Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, this channel is all about me and my journey throughout CRNA school. Today's video is going to be on work-life school balance. If you guys are interested, let's get into the nitty-gritty. I had initially tried to film myself throughout the week, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but I'm so bad, like I can't keep up with it, and I feel like it's more of a chore than anything because I don't really like to film my day to day. I'm not very much into social media. I do like YouTube, but I don't like making like Instagram stories or anything like that. Like I'm not very good about like keeping up with the day. So I figured instead I would just talk you through a typical week that I go through, and it might change week to week depending if I have tests coming up or if I have work coming up. But for the most part, I try to like keep myself in a routine, and I'm gonna try to go through that so you guys can understand. If you're trying to get into CRNA school and you're worried about having work-life or school balance, maybe, you know, you can make a routine and it will help you. So anyways, let's just get to it. So I'm going to start with Monday and end with Sundays because that's how I feel like my week starts. For me, it just starts on a Monday, ends on a Sunday, even though it's really the reverse, but or not, no, it's like it starts on a Sunday, ends on a Saturday, whatever. Anyways, neither here nor there, I started on a Monday. So on Mondays are the day that I drive back over to Naples. That's where my school is at, and I'm in Miami. So what I do is in the mornings, I wake up, I let the dogs out, feed the dogs, feed the cats, empty the cat litter. I have 2 dogs and 2 cats. I'm sure you've seen little cameos of them here and there. But yeah, so in the mornings, I make sure to do all the morning routines with them, like give them medications, whatever I have to do. That's usually first thing when I wake up. And then what I do is I get to like doing some school stuff from like, I want to say about 10 or 11 till about 4, and then I head out to Naples. So what I try to do is leave stuff that's not like gonna be cut short or cut off in the middle, because I kind of don't like doing that. So I might be like, okay, Monday I'm gonna go over this one lecture and do my notes on that one lecture, and that's it, you know. So then from about 11 to 4 I'll work on that for school. But I will say this, I'm not very good at doing marathon schoolwork. Like if I get one assignment done, I'll scroll through, you know, social media, or I'll watch something on YouTube, or I'll play a little bit of Pokemon Go, but I'm not very good about like just going task to task. I need like a little break in between. I feel like even though it's a little more time consuming, I feel like the chunks that I do school stuff are more effective. So I end up taking the dogs out like 17 times in the day, and they love it. You know, they just sit out and bask in the sun for about 15 minutes while I take a break between assignments or whatever I'm doing. Or if I've done like, let's say 10 or 15 slides, like, and then I move on to the next one and I look at it and I just want to like rip up the PowerPoint, or like I just want to yell, then I'm like, okay, now is the time for me to go outside or take a walk or do something other than school for the moment. And unfortunately, it's kind of gotten into a little bit of snacking. So I gotta work on that because I haven't been working out, and then the added snacking, I don't fit into my clothes. But anyways, again, neither here nor there. So Mondays from about 11 to 4, I do school stuff, and then I start packing to head out. So I'll pack my backpack. I really don't take any clothes with me other than the clothes that I wear, because I do have some clothes at my mom's house. So I don't really pack like a big old suitcase. I just pack like my backpack that I take to school, and like my chargers and stuff. And then I head out. I get gas, and then I head over to Naples. It's an 1.5 hour drive for me, so it's really not that big a deal. And then when I get to my mom's, I try not to get out this is Dobby, by the way. I try not to go too late, because then once the sun goes down, it's kind of like eerie driving in the dark on Tamiami Trail. So Dobby. So once I get to my mom's, I do have the opportunity to get some stuff done. She usually has dinner set up for me, which is awesome. So then I'll have dinner with my mom and my stepdad, and then I'll get back to school stuff. Let's say I did get cut off in between in something, I'll do that. Or if I have a small assignment I want to get done, I'll leave it for my mom. So that way I know from like about 7 or 8 until 10 or so, I can work on some school stuff, and then I'll go to bed. Lately, I've been trying to cut myself off around 10 o'clock, because I used to cut myself well, no, I didn't have a cutoff. So I would go until 2, 3 in the morning until I felt comfortable enough to go to bed. And then I'd wake up, and in class, I'd be like half asleep. I'd literally be like, you know, like this while the teacher's talking, like how embarrassing. So I said, okay, now I'm gonna cut myself off at 11. And then lately I've been like thinking it's better to cut myself off at 10. So I cut myself off at 10, and then I get ready for bed, and I try to get some good sleep before I have to go to class on Tuesday. So Dobby. So Tuesdays are my super long day at school. I have, really, it doesn't even seem like it's that bad, but it is. So I have 2 core classes. Those are my hardest classes on Tuesdays. So Tuesday at 9 in the morning, I have my first class from 9 until noon. And then I have a break from 12 to 1. That's when I have my lunch. And then I have class from 1 until 4. And that's anatomy and physiology. So I have those 2 tough classes. So I have to have like my, you know, like my brain fully functioning. So that's why I'm like 10 o'clock is a good time to get enough sleep in order to be functional the next day. So then after 4 p.m. they let us go. So I go home. I usually cook dinner with my mom, maybe watch a little like game show television shows, because I don't feel like I'm like have the mental capacity to watch like a real show. Like I just like Jeopardy and like The Chase and stuff. Like that's our time. Like my mom and I, we kind of just watch The Chase together, and it's pretty great. And it's awesome to see like, you know, knowledge that you didn't think you knew you had or whatever. So that, and while we're cooking dinner. So we'll cook dinner from about 5 till about 6, and then we'll have dinner from 6 until 7, and then at 7 I have an online course. It's an evidence-based nursing class that involves statistics and writing. So we have writing assignments every week, and we have statistic assignments every week. They don't usually take too much time, so what I try to do is do at least the statistics assignment after class, because we have class online from 7 until 8. So at 8, I'll try to get to doing the statistics assignment. And that, like, for me, my break in the day is when I'm cooking with my mom and watching The Chase. So that was the, you know, time away from school. But Tuesdays for me are all school all day. So it's a little intense, but I feel like once I get over Tuesday, it's smooth sailing. So Tuesdays are the hard day. And then again, I cut myself off at 10, and I get ready for the next day. Wednesdays are like a dream come true. So Wednesdays I wake up and I go to class at 9, and it's great. It's just one class for anesthesia equipment, and it's a pretty interesting class. So from 9 to 11, just two simple little hours. But lately I've been staying in the library after class to do at least the paper assignment for that evidence-based course. So that way I focus a little more, because sometimes when I'm home and when I'm at my mom's, I have a tendency to take longer breaks than I should. But when I'm stuck in the library, when it's a quiet zone, I don't take that time to scroll through social media and like watch YouTube videos, because I'll literally spend like hours on end not even realizing that I've been watching orchid videos for like hours. But yeah, so I've been staying from about 11 till maybe like 2 or 3 to do stuff for school, and you know, just like think to be a little more productive, because I feel like, I don't know, like when I go home on Wednesdays, either I'll take a nap or like I'll just do non-school related stuff because it's so early. I did one time exercise and that wasn't bad. I could actually be doing that. I should actually be doing that. But anyway, so Wednesdays are a great day. And then of course I have dinner with my mom between 5 and 6, and then get back to school stuff usually until about 10. So 10 always. My cutoff is 10 p.m. And then on Thursdays, I have 2 classes. I have a skills lab, which is like an adjunct with the anesthesia equipment class. So that one I have at 10. So what I do is I get to school at 8 and I do some more school stuff. So I'll either review stuff, or maybe I'll respond to a couple of the discussion posts for the statistics class, because not only do you have to do the assignment, but you have to respond to 3 other people. So maybe I'll do that in that time. So it's just something quick. I'll download the lectures for the class later, and yeah, I won't do too much between 8 and 10, but sometimes I actually am able to use that time to study for those Thursday tests. So I do like to get to school early, even though class is at 10. So from 10 to 12, I have the skills lab, which is cool. We play with the anesthesia equipment, do some little mock intubations, talk about scenarios and things like that, and like how to put like leads on and other vital sign type things. So it's just an introductory course because it's our first semester, but it's fun, you know, playing with the equipment and stuff. It puts it into perspective that this could be us one day, so it's pretty cool. And then after that, I have a break from 12 to 1, I have some lunch, and then I have class from 1 to 4, and this class is for chemistry, biochemistry, and physics. I like this class a lot because it makes me have the confidence that I'm not a complete loser, because it's actually, for me, it's pretty simple. I like that class a lot. It's all math, and I like math. So as far as the 3 core classes with structured with exams, this one's definitely the easiest. And what it's good is that since it's on Thursdays, and that's the day that I usually drive back home, it's like I'm not too overwhelmed with the material. So I just, after class, I go home, get my things, say bye to my mom and my stepdad, and I head home. And it's pretty simple. I get home in an hour and a half. And then I kind of get into like this cleaning mode, since like the dogs and the cats have wreaked havoc in the home. My fiance takes care of them while I'm in Naples. So like I'll spend all Thursday kind of tidying up, because they get wild. They get insane with the house. They have, no structure, so they do whatever they want. So I do that. On Thursdays, I come into town. I clean up the house. I water the plants. Actually, I'll get into it in a little bit, but my most recent hobby is orchids, and I have a few orchids that are pretty sick and they need some help, so I'm trying to rehab them. So that's what I do. Like on Thursdays, I try to check them out and see what I can do to help them out and whatever. And actually, my fiance just bought me a new orchid, and it's so cute. It's a mini Phalaenopsis. I love purple orchids. Anyway, sorry. So yes, so Thursdays I come home and kind of tidy up, and then it's about 7 p.m. when I arrive, maybe like 7:30ish. And that's around the time my fiance's getting off work, so he'll pick up food for us. But in the meantime, I get going, kind of reviewing some of the stuff from the week. What I try to do on Thursdays is do like things that I know that I'm not going to really put much effort toward on the weekend, which is that chemistry and physics class. What I do is I make my notes for the class, and I make like practice questions on Thursdays for that class, and then I just like close the book on it and I move on. I usually finish my discussion post if I hadn't already, because it's only like I only have a few hours before I cut myself off anyways. So yeah, so I'll do like simple stuff. I won't do like heavy duty studying on Thursday. So then after I do a few things for school, I cut myself off at 10 and I go to bed. And then on Fridays are my huge day. I try to split up the day in half so that I can focus on anatomy and physiology on Friday morning, and then pharmacology on Friday night. I'm trying to go over the lectures for the week that just passed, so that I'm not like, it won't be completely foreign to me when I'm trying to study for the test that's coming up, because we usually do have tests about every 4 weeks or so. So once, all those lectures pile up, it kind of gets to be like you forgot everything from the first lecture for this exam. So I try to refresh it, try to do some notes on paper, maybe make some flashcards. But Fridays are my huge day. This past Friday, lately now they've been assigning us like a little bit of busy work, which is fine because it's like a little buffer for the class. So I've been doing all the buffer assignments. So I'm trying to knock them out this week so that I can literally study all week for the finals that are coming up in the next 3 weeks. So I'm trying to do all the busy work, all the busy assignments, all the term paper assignments, all the statistics assignments, all those things, so that I can be ready for finals week. And next week, in fact, I do have a presentation for the anesthesia equipment course. It's a group presentation, and we pick like one piece of equipment that we might see in practice, but we haven't been exposed to yet, so we can like teach the class about it. So I was working on that a little bit on Friday as well, my portion of the group assignment. Okay, and then Saturday. This past Saturday was a little different than normal Saturdays, so I actually scheduled myself to work at my per diem, and they had told me ahead of time that more than likely I was going to be getting used. So I cut myself off on Friday night at 10, and then I went to bed. And I woke up at 9, did the same morning routine with the dogs, and then I decided, you know what, let me go back to bed because I'm going to have to stay up all night. And I haven't been doing that in a long time. So I haven't been on that night shift schedule for a bit. So I kind of have to like really sleep, because if not, I'll be dead at work. And that's really not safe for the patients. So I slept from, I want to say about 10 until about 3. And then after that, I had some lunch with my fiance, and then I kind of started getting ready for work. So Saturday, I really didn't do much for school at all. In fact, not at all. So yeah, but I worked, it was good. I had a 1-to-1 assignment, really sick baby, and yeah, it was nice because that way I can focus on the one baby and just finish the shift off and move on. So when I came home this morning, today is now Sunday, that was Saturday. So all Saturday I was like sleep for work and then went to work. Sunday I got home from work and I did the morning routine with the dogs and I went straight to bed, and then I woke up at 1. I was trying not to sleep too late because I wanted to get some stuff done for school. As far as like the busy assignments, I did leave some. So I just want to like knock those out. Even though it's ahead of time, they're not due for a couple of weeks. I just don't want to be worrying about that and the final. So I just rather do that now that I really only have 1 lecture for each class. So it's really not too much material to cover anyway. So yeah, I woke up today at 1, did some stuff around the house, and yeah, had a relaxing day. What else did I do today? No, not much. I do want to catch up on Moon Knight. I don't know if you guys are watching Moon Knight, but I do watch all those Marvel series on Disney Plus, and the Moon Knight one is out, and I've been trying my best not to watch it because I don't want to be distracted. But I did watch episode 1, and my goodness, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I didn't have the, like, I guess I wasn't really into it because I feel like once the Avengers ended, I kind of was like, But they've actually been pretty good, all the little Disney Plus series. Anyways, going off on a tangent. So Sundays. What I like to do on Sundays is set aside some time for self-care. And that's where I do my nails. So I'm actually going to do my nails in a little bit. But also I bathe my cats. You saw Dobby earlier, and the other cat that I have, that he's gray, his name is Earl. They're Sphinx cats, so they sweat a lot. So I bathe them on Sundays. They hate it. They absolutely hate it, but I do it because they end up like scratching themselves, and since they have no hair, they kind of like make little scratches on their skin. So I bathe them on Sundays before I do my nails, so I'm gonna probably get to that in a little bit. What else? What else do I do on Sundays? No. Sundays is just self-care. So that's why I feel like I need a little bit of time to myself in order to feel sane. Because like I've mentioned, throughout the weeks until Sunday, throughout the days, until Sunday, most of it has been pretty consumed with school, even though sometimes I feel like it's not. It is. It really is. I try not to take too much time for myself during the week. So if anything, at moments, you know, I like in between breaks and stuff where I'm on my phone or things like that, but I'm not really like doing things for me. So that's why I try to set aside a few hours on Sunday to do my nails. I do this like gel overlay on my nails to keep them strong. So I spend a good amount of time on that, and then I paint them so that they're nice and done every week. I've gotten a lot of comments about my nails, but I've never had them this long before, so I'm trying to keep it up and see how long they can go. What else? I think that's about it for self-care Sundays. And yeah. So then I'll do some school stuff after I do my nails and bathe the cats, and then I'll cut myself off again at 10 p.m. and yeah, I mean, I do take some time on the weekends to film my videos and edit them, but I don't really take too long. Like I try not to waste time, if you will, but I try not to spend too much time on it because it's just a small hobby and it's really not like I'm not doing this for any other purpose other than just kind of like a little outlet, I guess, like a little hobby. Like my orchids are a hobby, my nails are a hobby, and then the YouTube are a hobby. And I try to keep it up so that I can like stay grounded, because I feel like if I let myself go into school completely, like I'll lose myself. So I just want to keep up with at least something. I'm very into arts and crafts, so I've kind of let those go because they are very time consuming. But I'm just trying to keep sane here, but I'm doing my best. So as far as that would end the week then, because that's Sunday. But there are weeks that I do pick up on calls for the transport group that I work for. This week I don't have an on-call, but next week I am working a 24-hour on-call on Friday, which is not that ideal because Friday is my big day where I get a lot of stuff done. But I mean, it is what it is. I do have to fulfill my requirements, and I try to make sure that I put myself on days that I don't have tests coming up, so it's really not a burden to have to work. And I'm also scheduled to work Saturday night as well on my per diem. So yeah, that's pretty much how next week's gonna go. And yeah, I mean, I'm trying my best to keep a work-life school balance so that I'm not missing out on things, or I'm not slacking on things that I shouldn't be. And I'm trying to keep up with like my family and things like that, and like the upkeep with these animals. And you know, it's just it's a lot, and just trying to stay hydrated, okay? It's been fun, and it's amazing to me that time is flying. Like when I think about the whole perspective of it, that I'm getting into a 36-month program without really having an income, it just like literally boggles my mind, because not many people would actually do it because it's just so much time. I mean, time does pass. So now a 36-month program has turned into 33 and I have a little countdown going on, and like there's only 3 weeks left in semester 1, so that's semester 1 down out of 9, and that to me is just like it's just this one milestone I want to get through, because then I feel like, you know, it's just gonna be smooth sailing from there. I just wanted to knock out semester 1 and get in a groove, and I feel really good. I'm getting much better at this whole school thing. But yeah, so that's how I've been trying to manage my work life and school balance. It's gonna get better the more I like, you know, get into it. I feel like this semester has kind of been like a learning curve, at least for me, because I haven't been a full-time student in a long time, like a really long time. So for me, it was a matter of like figuring out, you know, this commuting situation, because, you know, I'm halfway in Miami, halfway in Naples, and then I'm having to manage, you know, a full-time school life and no longer having a paycheck. So it's just been a learning experience as far as, you know, getting adjusted. And I feel like I'm doing all right, but I feel like I'll do much better next semester, and I'm looking forward to it. But other than that, I want to say that's all I have to say for this video. I don't know what the next week's video's content is going to be. I'm kind of just winging it week to week. But thank you guys for sticking along and watching my videos and commenting on my videos. And it's been all such nice positive feedback. And also, cats out of the bag, a bunch of my classmates have found my channel, and shout out to you guys. You guys are brilliant and intelligent minds, and it's a pleasure to be alongside you guys in this program. And I look forward to getting to know all of you, because I mean, we're gonna have to. It's 3 years together, so you're stuck with me, all right? And on Wednesday nights, we've been playing volleyball too, so that's been pretty great. Volleyball, 5-6 p.m. It's pretty awesome. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye!